on Zoom. If you're on the Zoom call and you're a defendant in the case, please conduct yourselves this morning as if you're actually in court with me. I need for you to find a quiet place to address the court. When I call your name, you should not be walking around. So find a stable location for me. Again, if you are a defendant, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders in the court with me and on Zoom. If you have not made application for a public defender in the past and wish to do so today, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. Ms. Helen, good morning. Are you with me?
Good morning, Judge.
If you would let people know if they would like to seek the services of the public defender, how to go about doing so.
Yes, Your Honor. I put a message in the chat for anyone seeking the services of the public defender's office this morning. Put your first and last name in the chat with your contact number, and one of the public defenders will call you back at the end of the call of the calendar.
Thank you, Ms. Helen. So if you think that you're going to request the assistance, go ahead and get that done today. These cases have been transferred from the division judge to the ORCA calendar. So attorneys, if you have not spoken to a solicitor that's in the ORCA division, I would encourage you to do so today. The offer may have changed. If you've been here before, you know that the cases will remain in the ORCA division until resolution. And let's see who we have with us today. Position number 1, Jacques Adams. Adams with us. Position number 2, Rashad Alexander.
Will Kelbaugh on behalf of Mr. Alexander.
Good morning, Mr. Kelbaugh. Where are we with Mr. Alexander's case?
I need to speak to the solicitor.
Okay. Who's handling the Alexander matter?
It's mine. Position 1, 5.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Githier. All right, Mr. Kelbaugh, I'll let you speak with Ms. Githier at the close of the calendar call.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Position 3, Ryan Versick.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jessica Jones for Casey Cleaver.
Good morning, Ms. Jones. Is Mr. Versick with us? Okay. Where are we with Mr. Versick's case?
Casey said that his announcement would be ready subject to conflict, motions, and leave, and if he could just have it put down for a special set motions hearing.
Okay. Has he, do you know whether or not he's already filed motions in the case?
Yes, I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, we will further notice it to the next available motions calendar. Anything further this morning, Ms. Jones?
I think he has one other case, so, but
Okay.
nothing further on versus, so.
Okay. Position number 4, Aaron Bethia. Aaron Bethia. I'll give him until the end of the calendar to appear. Position 5, Shakura Butler.
Good morning, Judge. I believe that's my case. I filed an entry. It's just not being reflected on the calendar, Judge. We're going to ask for a final plea, Your Honor. I haven't received the discovery from Miss Butler's case, Shakura Butler's. I have spoken with her. Give me an opportunity to raise her by the end of the call of the calendar, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm
Thank you,
here.
Ms. Helen.
Oh,
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Butler.
Morning.
Do you need to speak with her this morning, Ms. Helen?
yes, Judge. I'm going to message her right now in the chat. Miss Butler, just
Okay.
read your messages for me, okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Position number 6, Jamelia Cardwell.
Good morning, Judge. This is my case. I expect Ms. Cardwell to be present. Ms. Cardwell, are you there on Zoom? Judge, I do expect her to be here, but if we could hold for her appearance, and then I would just ask for a pretrial when she does get here.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Position 7, Latrice Copeland.
Judge, this was also my case. Is Ms. Copeland present on Zoom? Well, Judge, if we could just wait to see if she appears.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Rosenberg.
Yep.
Position 8, Ariana Sarik.
Judge Craig Lewis here for Ms. Syriac. Your Honor, would you sound for her again?
Position 8, Ariana Syriac.
All right, I asked you to do that, Judge, because I haven't had any communications with this individual. This young lady was appointed to me by Judge Morrison, and I agreed to take it on pro bono. I've received an offer, I believe, last night from ASG Githiea, but I don't have any contact information for this person, and I don't have a way to get it from you all because of the hacking. So I'm kind of
Okay.
stuck.
Have you had, when's the last time have you had any contact with her?
Judge, now, it's been a while since the appointment. So I will say this, I cannot recall having had contact with her.
Okay. Given that, Mr. Lewis, we'll see if we can, her notice wasn't returned. It does not appear. As such, and you're telling me you haven't heard from, we'll see if we can get her through a bench warrant.
Okay, understood.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Position number 9, Kenya Davis.
Well, let me call you back in.
Kenya Davis. Oh, yes. Good morning, Miss Davis. I'm sorry.
They couldn't hear me or see me.
Okay. You're represented by Julie Kurt. Okay, I'll hold for her announcement, Miss Davis. I'll make a note that you're with us in court. Thank you, ma'am. And if you're on a Zoom call with me, if you wouldn't mind muting yourselves until I get to you, please. Position number 10, Edwin Adiki.
Is Mr. Idike present?
Present.
Judge, I believe this is one of Miss Shelley's cases. Mr. Idike, if you could please put your contact information, a good phone number in the chat. I'll call you after the call of the calendar. Judge, if we could just hold to pre-try that, please.
Okay. Position 11, Larry Edwards. Larry
Good morning,
Edwards.
Judge. Renee Rockwell. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Miss Rockwell. I hope you are too.
Thank you so much for the platform. We're still moving, even though we're at now a severe disadvantage with this cyber attack. Judge, he sent me a picture of him being online, so I know he signed in. He told me he
Okay.
was gonna go back to work and sign back in when I was ready for him. So let me call him and tell him to sign back in.
Where are we with this case, Miss Rockwell?
And I do have all the discovery now, paper discovery.
Hey, I'm in. I'm sorry.
Hey, there you go. Okay, so be still. Just stand still 1 second. Okay. And Judge, I do have the paper discovery. May I ask if there's a video discovery that I should be obtaining from the state?
They've been requested. I don't know if there are any videos at this time.
Okay, Judge, do you mind if we have another some type of calendar?
Let's see, given that there's outstanding discovery, we can put it on a final plea calendar.
Thank you, Judge. And once I get the videos, going to the final plea, does that prohibit me from doing a motion?
No.
I might just file a motion, as long as I'm not prohibited to go from the final plea to a motion calendar. Okay.
No, I
thank
won't
you,
prohibit you. If there's gonna be a plea, I'd rather put it on the plea calendar, but if you do file a motion, I'll place it on a motions calendar.
Yes, sir. And do we have that date so I can put it in my calendar?
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to give anyone any dates for any future calendars today, so
Got it.
I'll be further noticing all calendars as
Okay.
I don't have any future dates at present. Okay.
Got it. I do have one other person. I don't know if I missed the name, but it's Eric Watson. And so I'll stand down, Judge, if I didn't miss the name. But may I make a suggestion on Crail Lewis's case?
I'm
I-
sure
he
Mr.
might be
Lewis.
gone.
No, he's still here with me.
Okay. You know, sometimes if somebody can see what bonding company that young lady used, I have some great experiences with bonding companies where they want 10, not 9, they want 10 contact numbers. And if that young lady made a bond, Judge, he might be able to run her down just in that fashion. I hate to see her get locked up.
Yeah, so Judge, I'm sorry to use your platform this way, but I just want to respond to her.
You're
As
fine,
soon
Mr.
as
Lewis.
as soon as the court system is relieved of the cyber attack, we will absolutely look for that. And if that is in fact the case and I can find her, then I will go back to that judge right there and ask him to set aside his bench warrant. He will tell you I get on his nerves all the time.
I'm glad somebody else is getting on the judge's nerves besides me. Thank you, Judge. I'm gonna stand down. And Mr. Edwards, you are excused.
Y'all are talking about me like I'm not sitting right here.
Thank you so
Never
much,
behind your
Judge.
back. Never behind your back.
Okay, and just so you all know, because of the situation, bench warrants won't be issued for a while. So of course, if you track them down, I will either withdraw the bench warrant or not issue it. So, and that goes for anyone's case. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's see.
Mr. Edwards, you can be excused. I'm gonna stay on, Judge.
All right. Have a good day, Mr. Edwards. Position number 12, Teddy Gaston.
Judge, that's my case. He is currently incarcerated in the Cobb County Jail. I did send proof of that to Ms. Githia. We would just ask for a new court date. We're not sure when he'll be out.
We'll further notice it to the next status.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 13, Yvette Griffin.
That is also my case. She was the individual who actually appeared yesterday morning, due to my mistake. Ms. Griffin, are you here this morning? Judge, she knows to be.
Okay, I'll hold for her announcement. She was with us yesterday morning.
Thank you, Judge. Is there anybody else in the waiting room? May I ask that of Mr. Glanville?
Mr. DaCosta, is there anyone in the waiting room?
There's no one in the waiting room at the moment.
Okay, thank you.
I'll contact her, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Position 14, Devontae Harris.
This is also my case, Judge.
I'm
I was-
here. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I was muted. This is Yvette Griffin. Good morning, Judge.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Griffin. We'll make note that you're with us and Ms. Rosenhoover will be with you, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you, ma'am. And Mr. Harris is here. I'll
Pre-try that case, please.
okay, I'll hold for your announcement. Thank you, Mr. Harris. Position 15, Tavares Harris. Tavares Harris. Give him to the end of the calendar to appear. Position 16, Brandon Hill.
Judge, this is awesome. Mr. Hill is present. If we could hold to pre-try that as well.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Hill. We'll be with you, sir. Position 17, Whitney Houston.
She has completed diversion. I will issue no cause. Order
Okay.
to.
Position 18, Ashley Howell. Ashley Howell, represented by Judy Kim. Is Ms. Kim with us?
This was in diversion. I need to just check the status.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Githia. Position 19, Dominique Hunt. Dominique Hunt. I'll give her,
State requested bench warrant. She also FTA'd on, failed to appear on January 4th.
okay. I'll give her until the end of the calendar to appear. Position 20, Dennis Jackson.
Judge, Mr. Jackson is my client. Is he present over Zoom? Dennis Jackson. Judge, if we could just hold to see if he appears.
Okay. '21, Walter Jackson. Walter Jackson.
He also failed to appear January 4th, state requested bench warrant.
Okay, I'll give him until the end of the calendar to appear. Position 22, Desiree Kirkland. Desiree Kirkland.
Judge, it looks like there's a Casey Cleaver filed as the attorney in that case. It's on the next page for me.
I'm appearing for Mr. Cleaver. What was the name? I'm sorry.
It is Desiree Kirkland.
I apologize. I was listening for a different last name. Yes. So that one, I believe Ms. Bolton released him due to Attorney Cleaver's trial conflict. And I think we're still waiting on discovery for him, but it's going to be the same announcement as Bursick. So ready subject to just, I guess, getting discovery. And then if we can get it put on a separate motions calendar once we have discovery, and then conflicts leaving ready for trial.
Skithia.
One second. She was previous. Okay. If we can just hold and we can get back to that when Your Honor in just a moment. I don't know. 30th.
I don't mind giving you time right now, Ms. Skithia.
We can just get a moment and
Okay,
get back to that one.
I want to release Ms. Jones if this is her last case on the calendar. So if you will, I'll give you a moment just so that we can, you can find what you need to find for me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
While they're looking into it, Ms. Jones, I'll get right back with you as soon as they report back to me. Position number 23, Laloria Konota, Konata.
Here, I'm sorry. Present.
Yes, it's pronounce your last name for me, ma'am.
Kanata.
Kanata. Good morning, Miss Kanata. You're represented by Mr. Cruz.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Cruz has filed a leave of absence. Have you been in touch with this? I've got 124. Was a leave of absence for today?
Yes, he let me know that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to reschedule your case to the next available status conference, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. You'll get notification from the court. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Position number 24, Jeremiah Lee.
This is also my case, Judge. Is Mr. Lee present?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Judge, if we could hold to pre-try this, Mr. Lee, could you please put a good phone number for you in the chat and I'll contact you after the call of the calendar.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lee. We'll be with you. Position 25, Keona Lee.
I am present.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Rosenblum for Ms. Lee.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Rosenbroom. Where are we with her case?
We've received some discovery. I was going to ask the state if there are any pictures of the alleged altered check or any body cams or videos.
We will have to double check on that.
Okay, Your Honor, if we can put this on the final plea calendar, and once I receive discovery, if any motions need to be filed, we'll do that.
Okay, we'll further notice it to the next available final plea calendar. Anything further this morning, Mr. Rosenblum?
Your Honor, do you also have a citations calendar, or is that in South Annex?
I'm not sure if there is one. It's not in the South Annex. So I think there might be one next door in G44 possibly. I know that someone's next door.
All righty then.
but not in this courtroom.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Both
Okay.
myself and my client be excused.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Could we just quickly go back to Kirkland while she's here?
Okay,
I can't tell right now in the system if the discovery has been filed. I will make it a point to send it to her if we haven't.
okay. So did you hear that, Ms. Jones?
I did. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll further notice you to the next available motions calendar.
Okay, perfect. And I'm free to leave.
Yes, y'all have a good day. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. You too.
Position 26, Callie Macy.
Is Miss Callie Macy present over Zoom? Judge, if we could hold to see if she appears.
Okay. Position 27, April Marshall.
Miss April Marshall.
I'm present.
Great. Miss Marshall, could you please put your phone number in the chat and I'll contact you after the call of the calendar?
Yes, ma'am. I put it in the chat at the beginning of the call.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you. We'll be with you, ma'am. Position 28, Dion Maddox.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case for the Public Defender's Office. Is Mr. Maddox present on the Zoom call or present in court? Judge, just give me an opportunity to try to raise Mr. Maddox by the end of the call of the calendar.
Okay, I'll hold for your report, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 29, Marshall McFarland.
I'm here, Judge. My lawyer is David Willingham, and he says he's between several cases right now, and he'll be in shortly.
Okay, thank you, Mr. McFarland. I'll hold for, is it Mr. Willingham?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you. We'll be with you. Position 30, April Milliner.
Morning, Your Honor. Craig Murphy for Ms. Milliner. I believe she should be present on the Zoom.
Good morning, Mr. Murphy. Where are we with Ms. Milliner's case?
Your Honor, this is one that we weren't sure if she was going to get diversion, so there was a verbal agreement in Judge Bessett's courtroom for her to do community service and anger management. It was referred here. The first appearance, we came with proof of community service and anger management, but that the solicitor's office was not agreeable to do that any longer. It was referred to diversion. We submitted a diversion application. I have followed up, but we have not heard anything back. We submitted it on January 18th. I sent a follow-up on Monday, but she's done the stuff. Well, I take that back. She's done the stuff pursuant to the original agreement. We don't know if she's been accepted to diversion or if they're going to accept the stuff she's already done or what the situation is.
Okay, and I heard you all pre-trying it earlier. Have you gotten the information that you need to get in touch with someone from diversion?
I know the two people, Your Honor, and that's where we sent the diversion application on the 18th, and I sent a follow-up because I was actually called into trial before Judge Roth today. So I sent a follow-up on Monday to those same people, both people in diversion, asking about the status and if we needed to appear, and I've not heard back from anyone.
Okay, so why don't we place it on the next available status calendar to give her the opportunity to complete diversion. If she does, and you get the information of the paperwork to the solicitor, and hopefully they can now process it before that calendar.
I would very much appreciate it.
Okay.
This is required us to appear quite a few times.
Right. All right, so we'll further notice it to the next available status calendar.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, have a good day. And Mr. Milliner, if you're with us, you're excused too. Position 31, Giovanna Mojica. Mojica.
Yes, Your Honor, Sean Collins for Mr. Mojica.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Collins.
Good morning.
Where are we with this matter?
I don't believe he's here today. He wasn't here last hearing, and my firm has been unable to get a hold of him.
Okay. As such, a bench warrant will be issued. I take it that you heard Ms. Rockwell's advice earlier, so if you can round him up before the bench warrant's issued, I'm happy either not to issue it or to withdraw it.
We'll attempt again, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So as for today, whenever we're able to issue a bench warrant, we'll see if we can get him that way.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused to go try to round him up?
Okay, yes, have a good day.
Thank you, Your
Well,
Honor.
Ms. Bolton, did you have something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does he have contact information?
Mr. Collins, my litigation manager is wondering if you, apparently we do have some contact information possibly.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you have the same contact information or not, but I'm happy to provide what we have to you if you like.
Yes, Your Honor, absolutely. Does somebody
Okay.
want to just send it to me in the chat or say it?
How would you like to get it to him, Ms.
Oh,
Bolton?
I was gonna direct message him.
Okay, Ms. Bolton will direct message you, Mr. Collins.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and then once you get that, you're free to go. Have a good
Thank you, Your
day.
Honor. Have a good day.
Your Honor, which calendar are we placing this on?
Bench warrant will be issued.
And it's gonna be on a final plea or another status?
I'm not gonna place it on a calendar at all if a bench warrant.
Oh, that's the bench warrant. Okay, thank you.
Position 32, Crystal Parson.
Is Miss Parson present over Zoom? Judge, this is one of,
I'm here.
great. Miss Parson, if you could please place your phone number in the chat, I will call you after the call of the calendar. Judge, if we could hold.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll be with you, Ms. Parson. Thank you. Position 33, Pablo Peralta.
That's gonna be a plea, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. My client is here as well. Yeah, we worked out a plea. And I
Okay.
just have to fill out the paperwork. So if it's possible, I'm going to go off and fill that out and send it in, and we can do that after the calendar call.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Mr. Lindenblatt. We'll, as soon as you get that paperwork done, just let me know and we'll go ahead and get that done after the call of the calendar.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Position 34, Marcus Pilcher.
Judge, this is my case. Is Mr. Pilcher present? Judge, if we could hold to see if I can raise him, please.
Okay. Position 35, Anusha Rastogi.
Good morning, Your Honor. Juanita Kimball here from Ms. Rastogi.
Good morning, Ms. Kimball. Let's see, where are we with the case?
We got a finalized offer that we received that we will most likely accept, but I'm asking the court to consider putting us on a plea calendar. Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you have everything that you need from the solicitor.
We do.
Okay. We'll place you on the next available final plea calendar, and you all will get notice of that. If you complete the paperwork prior to the date of that calendar, I'm happy to do it over Zoom. If you do not complete the paperwork, then I'm going to ask that you come into court with me so we can get it done quickly and efficiently, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. We may go for the Zoom option. My client resides in Florida, so that'll be easier for
Okay.
her. Not for me. I can come if you want me present, but I would like to take advantage of that potential
Okay.
option. So I'll reach out to your staff.
Okay,
To
and
coordinate.
that's fine. I just like to have the paperwork done so I can get you in and out as quickly as possible, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor, maybe you both be excused.
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Thanks.
Position 36, Brittany Roberts.
Here.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Roberts. Are you represented in this matter?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you'll go ahead, Ms. Roberts, and put your information in the chat, I'll have someone get with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All
It's in the
right,
chat, Your Honor.
thank you. Position 37, Donnell Robertson.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Robinson. Let's see, are you still represented by Mr. Howard?
Yes, sir. He informed me that he'd be late. He was in another court this morning, so he said he was going to come in when that was done.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement.
Okay.
All right, we'll be with you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Position 38, Joanna Rodriguez.
Your Honor, good morning. I'm the Spanish interpreter for Mrs. Rodriguez if she needs one.
Okay, let's see. Good morning, ma'am. Would you sound not only for Ms. Rodriguez, but would you just sound for me to ask if anyone needs a Spanish interpreter today?
Sure, Your Honor. Señora Joana Rodríguez, por favor, si se encuentra presente, active su micrófono para poder hablar con el juez. Aparte de la señora Rodríguez, ¿alguna otra persona que necesite intérprete? Por favor, déjenos saber ahora.
Okay.
Señora Rodríguez, I guess, yeah.
Have we had any contact with Ms. Rodriguez? Do we know?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Madam Interpreter. Does not appear that Ms. Rodriguez is with us this morning. It does not appear that there are any other cases on the calendar that need your assistance. So we appreciate you being here today. Thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Do the same.
Thank you.
Position 39, Kelsey Royalston.
Hey, Judge, that's my client. I'm just waiting for her to announce that she's present.
Is Ms. Royalston with us?
All right, Judge. The reason why I went through that big deliberation is 2 occasions ago, Ms. Royalston wasn't present. Then I had a conflict. She was present. That's how it gets to this calendar today. So your pleasure at this point.
Okay, have you had any, when's the last time you had contact with her, Mr. Lewis?
More than 3 times ago. And in fact, if we were going to do anything today, I was going to have to ask Ms. Githier if the offer still stands, because we've been dealing with this showing up and not showing up sporadically.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get her through a bench warrant. It appears that we have her proper address and everything, that she received proper notice, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anything further,
There's
Mr. Lewis?
nothing further, Judge. And in fact, I'm in Judge Palmer's courtroom, so I'm going to ask you now if I can be excused.
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
I found some contact information for his other client,
Okay.
but I put in the chat directly to him. He's still online.
Mr. Lewis,
I
Ms.
heard her.
Okay,
I heard. I'm listening. I'm waiting.
okay, so she's going to I guess chat you your other client information that we have as far as possible contact information.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Okay, and then once you get that, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
Position 40, Leslie Sias. Leslie Sias, S-I-A-S.
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
good
here.
morning.
I'm
Good
here.
morning, ma'am. Are you can you activate your camera for me?
Okay. 1 second. Mm, How do I do this?
I'll remove her from the chat and then let her get back in if she needs to.
Okay. Ms. Sias, are you represented by counsel? Oh, there you go.
Okay, here I am. Can you see me?
I can see you, ma'am. Good morning. Are you represented by counsel? Do you have a lawyer?
No.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
No. I don't even know what this is about, really. So no.
Ms. Sias, you've been charged in case 20 CR 001134B with 1, 2, 3 counts of abandoned dogs, 1, 2, 3 counts of cruelty to animals, no Fulton County license, 4 counts of cruelty to animals, well, 5 counts of cruelty to animals, and 2 counts of no Fulton County license tag. So I can either give you the option of applying to see if you qualify for a public defender, if you'd like to do that, or if you want to speak directly to the solicitor today regarding these matters, I'm happy to give you that opportunity.
Due to my medical issues, that's why I've been I've been in and out of the hospital, admitted in and out of the hospital. I would just like to go ahead and get it over with and just I really would. Cause
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not,
even know, like,
so let me just say, if you want me to give you the opportunity to speak with the public defender, I'm happy to do that, and they can speak on your behalf, and they can be in touch with you if you qualify for their services. Okay? So I'm happy to do that if you want me to do that. If you want to speak directly to the solicitor, if you don't want to seek the advice of a lawyer, then I'm happy to let you speak to the solicitor. Okay, what would you like to do this morning?
the solicitor, what does that mean? Like,
That's the
what
person
if
who's
I speak to?
that's the person who's prosecuting you. They will give you what they'll offer you if you would like to enter into a guilty plea.
Okay, I would like to speak to the solicitor.
Okay. And this is your case, Ms. Cassidakis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so put your information into the chat, Ms. Sias, and someone will contact you at the end of the calendar call. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be with you, ma'am.
Okay. Is it best to seek? I don't know what to do here. Is it best to seek counsel or
Well,
just speak to the
I
solicitor?
I
Because
can't tell you what to do.
what I'm saying,
I can't tell you what to do, but if it were me, I at least seek to apply for the services of a public defender. They're a lawyer that can represent you and know what they're doing. So, but I can't tell you what to do. But if you have a lawyer that you're going to have for free, I don't know why you wouldn't take that opportunity to at least talk to someone.
it's just because I'm of my medical issues. I'm admitted to the hospital all the time. But
Well,
if I can, if
you're
a
with
lawyer,
me you're with me this morning. You're gonna be with me this morning. So until I release you.
okay, so I'll speak with a lawyer. I'll speak with a lawyer.
Okay. So we'll have someone contact you, Ms. Sias. Put your information in the chat for me, okay?
Okay.
Position 41, Joshua Stone.
Mute. Good morning. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
My
Mr.
name.
Stone.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Well, actually, the attorney on record, Serge Jerome, is not present, and this is, I believe, this is from 3 years. Can you tell me which one this is or what this is?
Yes, Mr. Stone, you were charged in case 21 CR 002034A with simple battery and battery that allegedly occurred on December 30th of 2020. I have down that a motion to withdraw was filed by Mr. Serge Jerome on January 23rd of this year. Your case was reset from a status calendar that you had back with me in November.
Yeah, I was. So, Your Honor, if, may I speak?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Stone.
So, like you said, this is.
Well, let me just, first of all, let me just say you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You do have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. I don't want you to say something to me that we have solicitors here that are prosecuting you. And everything you say is on the record and is live streamed on YouTube. Okay, so with that instruction, I'm happy to hear what you want to say to me if you want. But I would advise you, that you shouldn't speak on your case until you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So is there anything you want to say to me?
I guess I just have a question. I posed it to the litigation manager and I'm waiting for a response.
And what's your question?
Motion to dismiss.
Okay, obviously they're not going to dismiss it, Mr. Stone, otherwise they would have done so by now. So the options that I can give you today is, I don't know your situation, but if you would like to apply for the public defender, I'm happy to give you that option. If you want to speak directly to the solicitor this morning to get their offer in the matter, I'm happy to give you that opportunity.
If I speak with the solicitor, would that offer be made this morning?
Do you have access, Ms. Cassidakis?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Is Mr. Jerome not going to represent Mr. Stone?
Or he's filed a motion to withdraw, so I assume not.
I can give the offer to Mr. Stone.
Okay. So, Mr. Stone, I'll have you speak with, the solicitor this morning. If you'll put your contact information, or we can, go ahead and put your contact information in the chat for me. We'll either do
Contact
it.
information, meaning phone number?
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll be back with you, sir. Position 42, George Sutton. George Sutton. I see you there, Mr. Sutton. Good morning.
Okay, I got it.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Sutton. I don't have that you're represented by counsel, are you?
No, I honestly I don't know where we stand. I know that the court date got missed. I'd moved back in 2020 to Florida, so I didn't know when I moved back in 2023 or 2022 actually that there was even a court date because it went to a whole nother address. So I've sent an email to the information here and I asked for some, I even called down there and they transferred me to, I don't remember his name. I didn't.
Mr. Sutton, it's fine. You're with me today and you must have gotten notice somehow. So today, my question to you is, would you like to seek the services of a public defender if you're not represented in the matter?
Yes, I would. Also, can I speak to the solicitor? I don't.
Well, let me see if you qualify for the public defender first. And if you do qualify, then they'll speak on your behalf, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so if you'll put your information in the chat, if you have not already, I'll have someone get with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Position 43, Damon Swain. Damon Swain. Give him, he's also 44. I'll give him until the end, and 45, to the end of the calendar to appear. I believe that positions 46 and 47 have been null pros. Willie Taylor. 48, Lakeisha Ware Hollins.
Judge, that will be my case. I believe I saw Miss Ware Hollins on Zoom.
Yes, I'm present.
Okay, great. Judge, if we could hold to pre-try that, and Miss Ware Hollins, could you please put your phone number in the chat and I'll call you after the call of the calendar?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So we'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am. Position 49, Eric Watson.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, where are we with Mr. Watson's case?
An offer was sent to the attorney and discovery was filed January 24th, 2024.
And let me just ask one thing. Does that discovery, because I know it's on the evidence.com, have all the video on it?
Everything that the state had, you have access to.
Okay, Judge, can we just further notice that to the final plea and I'll see if the video's there. I'll likely be filing a motion in that case.
Okay, so we'll place it on a final plea calendar. If you do want it switched to the motions calendar, just let us know.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day, Ms. Rockwell.
Thank you.
Position 50, Deandra White. Deandra White. Let's see. Okay, let me start with the Zoom calendar. Is there Zoom? Is there anyone on Zoom who did not hear their name or that joined me late?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let me. All right, so let me take you all one at a time. I see Miss Royalston. Can you activate? Can you activate your camera, Miss Royalston?
Yes.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, so apparently she is here, Mr. Lewis.
Allow me just a second to get out of this other courtroom, Judge.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. She was not aware. We were able to make contact with the assistance of your staff, so we greatly appreciate that. She wasn't aware, and that's the reason why she was not here at the start of the calendar. Judge, who will be the prosecutor on this case? Is that Githia or
Kastakis.
It's Ms. Kastakis.
All right, Ms. Kastakis, I don't know if the offer that was once in her case is still alive or not. Are you
Yes.
aware?
We'll honor it. We'll honor the
Okay.
previous offer.
Then, Judge, if you will, please leave me in a pretrial status and let me speak with Ms. Kastakis, and then we'll come back with an answer for you.
Okay, so do you want to speak? Who would you like to speak with, Mr. Lewis? Ms. Royce? Okay, so why don't we go ahead and put you into Ms. Kastakis, can we go ahead and put you into a breakout room?
Yes, sure.
All right, so Mr. Lewis, we're going to put you into a breakout room with her.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so while we do that, so who else wanted to get my attention that?
Good morning,
Dennis Jackson, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me go to Mr. Jackson next.
Is that Dennis Jackson, Judge? Position 20?
Yes, and is Dennis Jackson, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's my case. I do have good contact information for him. If we could just hold, please.
Okay, so hang on for us, Mr. Jackson. Someone's going to be in touch with you, okay? All right, anyone else on the Zoom call that joined me late?
Miss Copeland.
What's your name, ma'am?
Miss Copeland.
Cope?
Yes, that's position number 7. That's Latrice Copeland.
Okay.
And I believe that she told me yesterday that she does intend to hire counsel and wanted to make a request to the court for a reset. I advised her that you'd have to come and make that request to Your Honor. So.
Okay, so Ms. Copeland, it appears that you are presently represented by the Public Defender's Office.
Yes,
Is it my understanding that you wish to hire other counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why haven't you done so at this point? This is a 2021 case.
I signed a couple of days ago when I was speaking to the counselor. He came in a room and he basically found me a lawyer.
Okay, and do you know, have you hired that lawyer?
Yes, sir. Her name is Christy Battle.
What's her last name?
Battle.
Battle?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell Miss Battle you had a court date this morning?
Yes, sir. And she asked me to ask you to reset.
Okay. Have you, and you have paid her, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, she's gonna need to file an entry of appearance. I will reset your case one additional time to the next available status calendar. Okay? So
Okay.
Ms. Copeland, I'll need for you to contact her this morning, let her know that she needs to go ahead and promptly file that entry of appearance on your behalf, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. And good morning, Julie.
Good morning, ma'am. You're free to go this morning. Thank you.
All right, you have a good day.
Yes,
Alexander Spates.
Mr. Spates.
Yes, my name was never called.
What is it? Each account? Because I go by each account. What is it?
Mr. Spates, you're on my 1:30 calendar. Okay, you're position 26 on my 1:30 calendar. You represented by Mr. Bailey?
Chauncey Bailey, yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, you're a little early, so I'll see you back at 1:30.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll see you this afternoon. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Brian Howard on behalf of Donnell Robinson. I represent him in a DUI. I'm not sure what position he is, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Robertson is position number 37. Good morning, Mr. Howard. He was with me and let me know to hold for your announcement, I believe. So where are we with his case?
Judge, we're still working on a expert report that we'd like to get to the prosecutor. It might help resolve the case. So we'd like a one more time continuance on this.
Okay. I'm going to place it on the next available final plea calendar. Okay, so you'll be further notice on that calendar.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
All right, anything further of you and Mr. Robertson this morning?
Nothing further.
Okay, and you've gotten everything that you need from the solicitor?
I believe we have all the discovery, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay, all right, so I'll see you back on the final plea calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day. Anyone else that is on the Zoom call that did not hear their name or join me late? Good morning, Ms. McLeod.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Which case are you here on?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, right. Whitney Houston.
Excuse me. Hello?
Give me a moment, who's ever trying to raise me.
And I'll give her a copy, Your Honor.
Who's trying to get my attention?
Yes, good morning. This is Yvette Griffin, and I was muted at that time. I'm letting you, I know I'm still here.
Okay, I'll be with you, Ms. Griffin. There you go. Ms. Griffin, and just for everyone that's on the Zoom call, we have a number of people whose attorneys that will be reaching out to them. I will need for you to be very patient with the court, as you will hear from someone before the end of this court session. Do not leave the court session until you have been dismissed by me. So someone will be getting in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone?
Go do that first. We can do the in-person people first, Judge, before I make
Okay,
announcements.
thank you.
I apologize.
Anyone in person that did not hear their name or join me late? What's your name, ma'am?
Judge, she is position number 6. That's my client. If we could hold to pre-try, please.
Okay. Yes, have a good day. Good to see you, Ms. McLeod. We'll be with you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So,
Your Honor,
yes, who's trying to?
this is Miss James.
Yes, Ms. James.
Rashad Alexander joined the waiting room, Your Honor. Joined the Zoom.
Okay. That's Mr.
Position number 2.
Mr. Kelbaw's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Kelbaugh was going to speak. So good morning, Mr. Alexander. Is he on with us?
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, so we'll be with you, Mr. Alexander. You need to speak with him, Mr. Kelbaugh, before you speak with Ms. Githia?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So,
I'm going to break out with him in just a second.
okay. Can we take, I do have the paperwork for the Peralta plea. Are we able to go ahead and take that plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And
Mr.
Judge, I left. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Lewis.
I left the breakout room because all I could see was Ms. Kasakis's picture, but I couldn't hear her. Is she still in with you, or
I'm
she gone?
I'm not ready. We're still calling the
Oh,
calendar.
understood. Then let me just be quiet and
Okay.
shut up. And Judge, if you'll put me over there when she's free.
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, Mrs. Githia was supposed to be placed in a breakout room with who was it again?
I'm not sure.
Mr. Kelbaugh,
Are you ready to go
Okay.
into the breakout room?
just give me 1 second.
Okay, let us know when you're ready.
Okay.
Mr. Lindenblatt, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor, we're here.
Okay, and let's see, Mr. Peralta, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, sir. Can you
Good
raise
morning.
your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Does the defense stipulate to a factual basis, venue, and ID?
Yes, we do.
All right. The state's recommendation for the DUI per se is 11 months and 27 days. Served 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, a $300 fine, 40 hours community service, risk reduction, a drug and alcohol evaluation, 1 victim impact panel. License will be suspended. We can get them the affidavit first conviction, Your Honor. All the other remaining charges will be null prost. And probation can go non-reporting upon completion of terms.
And which charge is he pleading guilty to?
DUI per se.
Per se, okay. Yes, Mr. Lindenblatt.
No, great. Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to mention that I asked the judge to take the plea. My client has done his 40 hours community service. He's done his DUI risk reduction, and he took his impact panel yesterday. So he is, he's moving forward to solve this problem. And, he'd like, as I mentioned, if we can make sure that we'll have the first conviction and he can get a permit.
Okay, I don't believe there was any objection from the state, so that's fine. We'll get that to you. Anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Peralta, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 007407A, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol per se. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Peralta, let's see. I appreciate you going ahead and getting some of the terms done. When you complete all the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status, which means that you won't have to actively report to probation and you will not have to pay those probation fees. We'll also get you the affidavit of first conviction. And when does he plan on surrendering his license?
I'm not exactly sure how to do that when he's not in court, Your Honor. So, and then I'm just trying to figure out when he meets with the probation officer. So help me out with that if you can, Your
Okay,
Honor.
so if he can come down here, we can give him the affidavit when he drops off his license to us. Okay, is he able to come down to the courthouse?
Do I have to do it in person? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Do you know which courthouse does he have to go to, Your Honor?
He has to go to the clerk's office, and can we message that to?
Yes,
him?
Your Honor, if you can put his email, direct message, your email to litigation manager Brandy Bolton in the chat, and I can send you all the information and directions.
Yes.
Okay, and we're also going to send you where you need to report to probation. So I just ask that you report within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, counsel?
I have no further questions. I thank you for today.
Okay, very good.
Can I
Good
be
luck to you.
excused, Your Honor?
Yes, good luck to you, Mr. Peralta.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Make sure you get this contact information before you go, Mr. Peralta.
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you. You too.
Stay on, Mr. Peralta. Okay.
I can please be placed in the breakout room with Mr. Kelbaugh.
Kelbaugh, okay. So, Mr. DaCosta, can we go ahead and place Mr. Kelbaugh and let's get the AS laptop in the breakout, please.
They have been placed in breakout room 2, sir.
Okay, okay. Wow, I see, okay. Let's see, and you need to go with position. Okay, Mr. Lewis, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so we're gonna place you into a breakout room, with Ms. Casadakis.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so for everyone else, please be patient. We will be with you, until, we'll be in recess until there's an announcement.
Okay, so.
After I send the information, can I leave? No.
Information. I'll
Yes,
contact
Mr.
information.
Peralta, we have your information. You're free to go, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Your Honor, this is John Garland. ASG Githia and I have a case to send to diversion, but it's not on till the 1:30 calendar. I was wondering if you could take our announcement this morning.
Okay, who's your client, Mr. Garland? Tell me again.
And Draco. So it's, I can give you the
Okay,
case number and spell the name.
right,
Which would you prefer?
no, I have it. It's position number 2, Holly Andre Co.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and, so this case is in diversion.
Yeah, we're sending it to diversion. She's completed the requirements except for paying the program fee, which she will do shortly.
Okay, so position number 2 on this afternoon's 1:30 final plea calendar. We'll further notice her to a status calendar. Once she completes the diversion, everything and gets the money paid, if you'll contact Ms. Githia, if she gets the null pros to me prior to that date, I'll get it signed so that we can take you off that calendar, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you both have a good day. Thank you. I see you there, Ms. Holly. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, so can you speak with position number 41 for me, who's requesting? Yes. Mr. Stone, Joshua Stone?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna put you into a breakout room with Solicitor Casadakis, okay? So Mr. DaCosta, can we put Mr. Stone and Ms. Casadakis into a breakout room, please?
I will do, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
ASG.
Your Honor, Mr. Kelbaugh and I have returned from the breakout.
Okay. And Mr. DeCosta, Ms. Casadakis is waiting to go into that breakout room with Mr. Stone. And yes, Ms. Githier and Mr. Calaba, do you have an announcement?
Can we place this on the final plea calendar, Your Honor? He's provided additional information that I'm going to look into.
Okay, this is position number 2, Rashad Alexander. Further notice to the next available final plea calendar.
Yes.
Okay. And you've gotten everything else you need, Mr. Calaba, from Ms. Githier?
Yes, I have.
All right, very good. Anything further this morning?
No, Your Honor. May Mr. Alexander and I be excused.
Yes, y'all have a good day. Always a pleasure seeing you.
Likewise, Your Honor. Take care.
Morning, how are you? Continue to go ahead, so your client can move on. Is that correct? So your attorney has with your lawyer?
Let's say speaking.
Going to position 18, I'm not seeing Judy Kim or a co-counsel or a fellow mutual. This is in the version, and I think all of you see is a version form. This should take, I guess, a final plea calendar. We get that form, we'll discuss it. But we still need to have it.
And which calendar would you like it on, Ms. Githier?
You put on final plea.
Okay,
I reached out to him, I just haven't heard back.
okay, thank you. So, okay, position 18, Ashley Howell will place on the next available final plea calendar in anticipation of a null cross.
I don't know, you can't ask her to repeat. I think she's 39 and
The
whatever,
41.
41. You 30.
Okay.
Did he hear you?
Mr. Lewis, are you with us? Mr. DeCosta, is Mr. Lewis still in the breakout room?
Yes, he is on, Your Honor. I'm about to remove him
Okay,
and
no,
put
we
him
can,
back.
can we just place Miss Cassadecas back in that breakout room with him?
Okay, will do, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Am I supposed to be talking to you? Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Is someone speaking?
So good.
I'm sorry. 2 days.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Leslie. Yes, I'm trying to, am I supposed to stay here or?
Yes, ma'am. As I explained before, someone will be contacting everyone, so you will be contacted. So if you just hang on for someone will be with you, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you. I'm sorry to bother you.
No, you're fine. You're fine, ma'am.
or a few.
Yes, Ms. Rosenhuber.
All right, beginning with position 13, Miss Yvette Griffin. She is on Zoom. I've spoken with Miss Githia. We are still waiting for video footage from the arresting agency as well as a 911 call that I believe could be dispositive of the case. At this time, I'd ask for a final plea calendar, or we can just further notice this to a jury trial calendar.
Okay, let's further notice it to the next available jury trial calendar.
Okay,
Okay, you have everything you need from Ms. Griffin?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Griffin, appreciate your patience today. You're free to go today. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
My next position, Judge, is position 14, Mr. Devonte Harris. He is present here in court. I do have discovery as well as a recommendation for him. And I provided him with contact information for who his new attorney is going to be. We would just request a final plea calendar.
And you have everything you need?
I do.
And I'm sorry, what's the holdup?
The holdup is this isn't going to be a plea today, Judge. He wants to be able to go through the discovery in more depth and maybe go to trial on it.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to place it on the trial calendar. Okay, so Mr. Harris, we'll further notice your case to the next available trial calendar. You should be hearing from your counsel prior to that time, okay? All right. And if nothing further, Mr. Harris, you're free to go this morning. Thank you.
Oh.
Any others, Ms. Rosenhuber?
Not yet, Judge. I'm going to step out and start to call some of my Zoom people up and focused on the people here.
Okay. So those of you that are on Zoom, Ms. Rosenhuber will be contacting you directly. So if you get a phone call, please take it.
Be gone.
Mr. Larry Edwards, are you with me? Mr. Edwards.
Yes.
Mr. Edwards, we've already disposed of your case this morning with your attorney, Ms. Rockwell. You're placed on the next final plea calendar. So you're happy to stay, but you're free to go this morning if you like.
Okay, great. Okay, I was at work. Great. Okay, I didn't know.
Okay,
All right.
you're welcome. Have a good day,
All right.
sir.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Position 41, Mr. Stone.
Yes, Mr. Stone, are you with me? Okay, Mr. DaCosta, can we place Mr. Stone and Ms. Casadakis into a breakout room, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Stone, if you can hear me, you've been placed in breakout room 3 with Casadakis.
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you get an invitation to join the breakout room?
No, I have not.
Just a second.
Oh, wait, maybe it's in the chat.
I believe so.
Please join breakout room 3. How do I do that?
Just accept just press join. Is there an invitation? Did they send you an invitation, Mr. Stone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. DaCosta, can you send Mr. Stone an invitation? When they do, just press join.
Yes, okay.
He would like to apply for the services of the public defender, see if he qualifies.
Sorry, Judge, Your Honor.
Yes, it's my understanding, Mr. Stone, that you would like to seek the services of the public defender this morning.
No, actually, that's not the case.
Okay.
I don't wish to have a public defender. I have a defense attorney of 40+ years that is my attorney. My question to her was, when would the trial be? And obviously it would be in Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta, so I need to know when it would be to make the decision whether to take the plea or not.
I can't tell you when it would be further notice to the next available trial calendar, which probably won't be until April, May, or June.
Okay, I can't, as much as I would like to go to trial and win my case and be vindicated, I will take the plea because I will take the plea.
Okay, so Mr. Stone, let me just say that if you want for you to take a plea, you're going to have to admit to certain things that are on the plea paperwork and questions that I will ask you. If you're telling me that you're not guilty, then I'm not going to be able to take the plea from you. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying I'm not guilty, but
Okay.
as I explained it to her, well, I didn't explain it to her, but the problem is taking a guilty charge may affect what I'm doing right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. So I'm happy to do what you want me to do this morning, Mr. Stone.
I will take the plea.
Okay. So have you gotten the plea paperwork?
Yes, I'm in the middle of filling it out.
Okay. So just let me just return it to Ms. Casadakis. And as soon as we have that paperwork before me, I will take the plea. Okay. So, all right. We'll be back with you.
Your Honor, may I be placed in a breakout room with?
Mr. Lewis, are you with me? Is he back?
He might be in a breakout room.
Mr. DaCosta, is Mr. Lewis in a breakout room?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Just a
Okay,
moment.
so let's place Ms. Casadakis in that breakout room with him, please.
Okay.
Have any announcements, Ms.
I
Rosenhoover?
do. I have several for you, Judge.
Okay.
All right, beginning with position number 10, Mr. Edwin Idike. He is present on Zoom. This will be Miss Shelley's case. I did speak with him and get updated contact information. As long as all discovery has been served on Miss Shelley, he would like to be placed on the next available trial calendar. Ms. Kasdakis, do you know, I know this is Sarita's case, but do you know if discovery's been served?
For Sarita's case?
Probably not. Okay. Judge, maybe a final plea, or if we want to wait on Miss Githier. Yeah, oh, there she is. Sarita, do you know for position number 10, did you already send Karen discovery?
Yeah, the videos were sent this morning.
Okay, great. Judge, if we could please place this on a trial calendar.
Okay. Are you with me, Mr. DK?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna place your case on the next available trial calendar. You'll get notice, sir. Okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Man.
Okay, you're free to go this morning. Have a good rest of your day.
Have a blessed one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, and? Just give me a six. Okay, great. Judge, I have a couple more announcements. For position number 20, Mr. Dennis Jackson, he is also on Zoom. I did just get the video for that DUI case yesterday, and we would ask to place this on a motions calendar.
Okay. Position number 20, Dennis Jackson will be placed on the next available motions calendar. Mr. Jackson, are you with me?
Yes, sir. I am.
Yes, Mr. Jackson, that motions calendar is an in-person calendar, so I'll need for you to come down to the court on that date. So you'll get notification of that next hearing date, okay?
All right. I can't wait.
Okay, you have a good day, sir.
You too.
Thank you.
My next position, Judge, is position number 24, Mr. Jeremiah Lee. He is also on Zoom. I did receive discovery. I conveyed the recommendation, and we are requesting a jury trial.
Excuse me. I was trying to ask her, we dropped the charges, but she said it's not possible. I don't know how.
Okay, so
I broke any government property or anything. It was just
hold
altercation.
on, Mr. Lee, hold on now. You can unmute him.
Hello.
So, Mr. Lee, I don't want you have a right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. I don't want you to say anything that's going to get you in any more trouble, okay? So anything that you want to tell the court, Ms. Rosenhoover will be happy to let me know if she thinks it's appropriate. It's my understanding, though, that at this time, the state is not going to drop the charges, and if you do not wish to plead guilty to them, the next step would be a jury trial. You understand?
Your Honor, I'm his mom. I'm sorry. My name is Elizabeth Lee. I'm his mother. I have a question. He has a co-defendant, Natasha Youngblood. They were in a argument together, and I'm wondering why she hasn't appeared in court. I thought they were supposed to both be coming to court.
I believe that's the alleged victim in the case, Judge, which is why we're just setting this on a trial calendar. Because
Okay.
it wasn't mutual.
Well, she may or may not be subpoenaed by the prosecution in this case, ma'am. So if we do have a trial on the case, and if we do, if she is subpoenaed, then your son's attorney will have the opportunity to cross-examine her and things of that nature, okay?
She was charged as well, so I'm trying to figure out how she's being called a victim when she got charged as well.
Well, just
She was
because you're a victim does not also mean that you're not an alleged criminal also. So if she was charged, then, and if it was double warrant, then the state is going to have to figure out how they're going to proceed. The state has the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. At this point in time, they believe that they can meet that burden. Okay. So that's why they're not dropping. I can't tell you anything about the other young lady's charges at this point in time. But okay.
I understand. I just feel like if they have both parties there, they could get a better understanding. Because right now, to me, it just seemed like they coming after my son, trying to figure it out because he's the guy. But she was charged with the same thing he was charged with. So why they coming at him? He's a victim as well, if that's the case.
And you're right, ma'am, that if that's the case, then they still will have to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. So if we can get them all together here at a trial calendar, then maybe they'll be able to sort it out prior to the trial, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. So Mr. Jeremiah Lee, you'll get notification of your next hearing date, which will be a trial calendar, okay?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. We'll see you all next time. Y'all have a good day.
You
All right,
too.
man.
Thank you.
She ain't.
Ms. Rosenhoover, any?
Judge, it's my understanding that position number 16, Mr. Brandon Hill, who is seated behind me, that the state has an announcement on that case.
Okay. So
If you want to stick around for the side copy. And the judge is going to address you.
Mr. Hill, as soon as I receive the null process, I'll sign them and we'll give you a copy for your records, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so if you just sit tight with us, we'll get those to you as soon as we can, okay? You're welcome.
And lastly, Judge, I suppose I should ask Ms. Cassidakis first, but I did speak with position 48, Mr. Mrs. Ware Hollins. Once I know the status of discovery, I'll know which court date to ask more specifically.
Okay. And
And we're still working on position number 6, Miss Jamila Cardwell, who's the other individual in court right now, Judge.
Okay, and we also have those 3 PD requests. I take it that either you or Miss Helen are working on that.
And I just was gonna say, Judge, I'm speaking to Miss Sias right now. I have several announcements to make as soon as I finish speaking to her.
Okay, thank you, Miss Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
If there's anyone on the Zoom call that Miss Helen has not spoken to yet who needs to speak to a public defender, go ahead and speak up now and I can step out and take a call.
My name is April Marshall. I haven't been contacted as of yet.
Okay, perfect, Miss Marshall. Miss Helen advised that she attempted to reach out to you. Did you get an email or anything from her? Have you checked your email?
I didn't provide my email, so I'm uncertain.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, I'll step out and call you right now. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Hi, it's Shakura Butler. I'm still waiting to be called as well.
Crystal Parson as well as. I also missed that announcement. I'm still waiting, or I'm about to talk to also Miss Butler. And then for Miss Shelley, I believe it's Parson and Marshall that are also just waiting for a call.
Mr. Stone, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's see. Can you raise your right hand for me, Mr. Stone? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Sadakis.
Yes, Your Honor, the defendant has agreed to stipulate to a factual basis. Is that correct, Mr. Stone? That
Your
I
Honor.
don't have to repeat what happened.
Sorry.
Yes, Mr. Stone.
May I ask you one question, Your Honor?
I'm not sure if I can answer it, but you can ask me, Mr. Stone.
Okay, this charge, and this charge you said is from December 2020, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
If I were to be currently on probation, one of the only thing in the plea that I have a question about is violation of my current probation being revoked. If this charge was before I was on probation, would that revoke my current probation?
That I can't answer for you. I'm happy to give you the opportunity to speak with, have you spoken with your probation officer in regards to this matter?
I had no idea. Honestly, before 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know this was still pending or going on. Like it says, this is 4 years ago, and I have not heard from Mr. Jerome until as of 2 weeks ago when he sent me an evite to this status conference. That is all I know about this case, which is 2 weeks ago.
Why don't you do this, Mr. Stone? Instead of, why don't you give your, do you have the contact information? I would assume that you do for your current probation.
Yes, I do.
Okay, why don't you call them, explain to them what the situation is, and see what what they would be doing in regards to that probation. How much longer will you be on probation?
May 27th of this year.
Okay, so why don't you call your probation officer and explain to them what the situation is and see what they would intend to do. Okay, if it's going to be adverse to your interest, then you may want to wait till after you're off that probation to proceed forward with this. If it's not going to be adverse to your interest, then you might want to just go ahead and get this out of the way.
That's exactly where I stand, and that's why I asked the question, which is permission to table or motion. I mean, move it down on the calendar in this year.
So, do you think you can get in touch? Can you call your probation officer right now?
That I cannot. He's actually on vacation. He went on vacation as of last week, and he's in vacation for 2 weeks in Chicago.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to further notice this to a final plea calendar. Okay, and that's not going to be for a while. So that will give you the opportunity to go ahead and find out and even if you want, if that's going to be the case, then I could, if it's going to be adverse to your interest, I could wait till you're off of probation and then take the plea from you later when you're off probation later in the year. Okay.
I would greatly appreciate that, because I'm willing to do the plea. I have no disagreement on any other count.
Okay. All right. So I'm happy to do that. I don't want to place you in any further jeopardy. But I do want you to get this behind you as quickly as possible, but I don't want that to affect your other case. So we're going to further notice this until the next available final plea calendar.
Your Honor, that's actually, I told the solicitor that I have an attorney. Can you give me 5 minutes and we might be able to solve this today?
Okay, that's fine.
What did he just say? So now he
Okay,
has
so you just let me know when you're ready, Mr. Stone. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Murphy. You have business before the court today?
Judge, I just had competency calendar for 11.
Well, you're with me here in the ORCA calendar.
Yes, okay, so I'll jump out and I'll look for the other code. Okay, all right.
Okay, all
Thanks,
right.
sounds good. Appreciate
Have a
it.
good day.
Sure. I'll see you later today at 1:30.
No, you won't.
Oh, I won't, okay.
Oh,
all
no,
right.
no, no. No, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be at the ORCA calendar at
Yes,
1:30.
yes, I can
Okay,
be at the
yeah,
courtroom.
okay,
Yeah.
yes, I will see you then. Okay, Mr. Mayor.
Judge, court, I have some announcements. If the court's ready.
Thank you.
Yes, Miss Helen.
Yes, Judge, the first position, position 5, Miss Butler. Judge, I have made my entry of appearance. In this case, I just haven't received the discovery videos for it, Judge. I'm just asking for one short reset to a final plea, just for the video discovery.
Okay, so we'll reset Miss Butler to a final plea calendar further noticed.
Thank you, Judge. And is Miss Butler, she appeared via Zoom. Is she free to go, Judge?
Yes, have a good day, Miss Butler.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right, and then the next position, Judge, that I spoke to, yes, position 36, Miss Brittany Roberts. She appeared here on Zoom, Judge. She qualifies for our services. I'd like to enter in my appearance, and given the nature of the charge, Judge, I really want to review those videos with her. If we could get a status or a show cause calendar for Miss Roberts.
Okay, and do we have, are there videos for Miss Roberts?
Well, speaking to Miss Roberts, I believe that there are. She spoke to officers and she was arrested. So I do believe there are videos that we need to review with her.
Okay, so I'll put that on, further notice that to a status calendar.
Status, thank
Position
you so much.
36.
Is Miss Roberts free to go?
Yes, where are you, Miss Roberts?
On the Zoom right there.
Oh, yes. We'll further notice you to a status calendar, ma'am. You're free to go today. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. My next position is position 40, Miss Sayas. I have spoken with her. She does qualify. I will be entering my appearance, Judge. We would ask for that same status calendar, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Sayas, we will further notice you to a status calendar also. Are you with me, Ms. Sayas?
Judge, I know that she was on her laptop and her phone.
Okay, I know that she was here, so,
Yes, I'm here.
okay, so, it's my understanding that you qualify, Ms. Sayas, so we'll, give Ms. Helen the opportunity to investigate your case. We will reschedule you for a status calendar. We'll see you back then, ma'am, okay?
Thank you. Take care.
You're welcome, ma'am.
The next
Helen?
position, yes, Judge.
Give me one moment, Ms. Helen. Mr. Stone?
Understood.
Do you have an announcement for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically going along with what you had said to move me down, basically what you had proposed, I am perfectly in line with.
Okay, so rescheduling you till, for, final plea calendar sometime in the future. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll get notification, Mr. Stone, if it's not going to affect you and you want to go forward with the plea, the paperwork, for today, will be discarded. So we'll have to start all over again. So I ask that you touch base with us prior to that time if you do want to enter into a plea, so we can get that paperwork done again and I can get you in and out, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll be further noticed to a final plea calendar sometime in the future. If nothing
And
further.
that will be sent directly to me, Your Honor.
Yes, you'll get it the same way you received this notice today.
Well, the way that I received this notice was through Mr. Jerome, who's no longer my attorney.
Okay, so let us get your, if you can put your current address in the chat for us.
Can we direct message to who would I
Yes.
direct message?
Yes,
I don't want that in the public.
Your Honor, I'm going to message him directly and then he can just respond back to me.
Okay, so Ms. Bolton is messaging you and you can return her message.
With my mailing address, you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Understood.
Okay, all right,
Understood.
and then once you do that, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You do the same. Yes, Ms. Helen.
The next position I have is position 42, Mr. Sutton. Judge,
Okay.
this is a DUI. I have spoken to Mr. Sutton. He does qualify. I'd like to put in my entry. I'm going to request a motions calendar for this. After speaking with him, there may be some exculpatory evidence on those videos in this case.
Okay, so we'll place you on the next motions calendar. Mr. Sutton, that is an in-person calendar, so you're gonna have to join me in the courtroom in person on that date, okay? But you'll get notification.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go this morning, Mr. Sutton.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
Judge.
welcome.
And I know I made an announcement to speak to Miss Marshall, Miss April Marshall. I can give you.
I believe Miss Rosenhoover spoke with Miss Marshall. Okay.
Understood. And I also, for Crystal Parsons, on behalf of Miss Karen Shelley, she's still waiting for a call.
I got that too, Judge. I'm just speaking with the state right now.
Okay, yes, Miss Rosenhoover has gotten that one also.
And are there any other positions waiting to speak to a public defender or on behalf of Miss Shelley? Thanks.
Miss Helen, position 28, Mr. Maddox, were you able to raise him?
No, Judge, I have not been able to raise him.
Have you been in contact with him at all?
The information that I have, Judge, in the file is old. It's from 2021 and there's.
Okay, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to issue a bench warrant for Mr. Maddox.
Understood, Judge.
Okay. And let me just make sure. I know, Mr. McFarland, we're waiting on your counsel to join us, so I see that you're still here with us. Is there anyone else on the Zoom call who has not spoken with someone this morning? Okay. All right, so thank you, Ms. Helen. And
thank you, Judge.
And Judge, I have a couple announcements as well.
okay.
All right, beginning with position 48, Miss Ware Hollins. I did speak with her. The state just sent me discovery and provided an offer. I believe we'll need to have motions on this case. If we could get the next available motions calendar, please.
Okay, we'll further notice Ms. Ware Hollins to the next available motions calendar. Is she's on Zoom with me?
She is, Your Honor.
Ms. Ware Hollins? I don't see her.
She was on, Judge. I will text her. and ask her
I
to
just
come.
wanted her to know that that's an in-person calendar. So if you could
Okay.
just let her know that, Ms. Rosenhoover.
Absolutely, I will do that. And then my other two announcements for position number 27, Miss April Marshall. I did speak with her. She is on Zoom and I spoke with the state as well. Ms. Casadakis advised that she will send Ms. Shelley a recommendation and the discovery in this case, but we don't have that with us today. Judge, I would ask for another status calendar so Ms. Marshall and Ms. Shelley have ample opportunity to discuss.
Okay, we'll further notice this to a status calendar. Ms. Marshall, appreciate your patience this morning. We will have your attorney get in touch with you and further notice you to the next available status calendar, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you have a good day, ma'am.
You as well.
Thank you.
And lastly, for the time being, position number 32, Miss Crystal Parson, who is also on Zoom. I have discussed her case with her as well as with Miss Kassadakis. They're not going to be able to resolve that today. Miss Kassadakis will be sending discovery as well as the recommendation to Miss Shelley. If we could just get a final plea calendar for this.
Okay, Ms. Parson, we will notice your case for the next final plea calendar. She on with Miss, can you hear me, Ms. Parson?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so your lawyer will be in touch with you. You'll get notification of that next hearing date. You have a good day, ma'am.
You as well.
Thank you. Yes, you're dismissed. Thank you.
Okay.
Judge, I'm going to attempt to reach Ms. Ware Hollins, and then I'll look at Ms. Rodriguez's application, if that's all right.
Okay. And the other young lady that we have in the courtroom?
That is Miss Cardwell, position number 6. I was just waiting on an update from Miss Githia regarding a recommendation. You're good. You're good. Are y'all okay? Okay.
Is Miss Robertson still gonna be a plea? Do we know? I'm sorry, I think that's Miss Kassadakis' case.
Did you? Let me just put it on there. Okay, we're discarding it.
Yeah, here, you can have that back to discard.
Thank you. We'll just put that in the file. We'll update that later. I mean, well, whoever takes the please. Right. No, we don't need that one. Your Honor, do you want me to keep the MP order or no?
We're gonna have to start all over with it, so
Okay.
they don't normally like to non-process those until.
Well, I'm gonna take that on, we're gonna take it on the calendar or just, leave it.
You can, well, just leave it.
Okay.
Who's with me on the iPhone?
Lakeisha Ware.
Ms. Ware, your case is going to be placed on the next available motions calendar. So you'll get notification of that calendar. That is an in-person calendar, so you'll have to join me here in the courtroom, okay?
Okay.
All right, so with that said, you are free to go this morning, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Counselor Lewis? You can unmute it if you want. Just unmute. Yeah, there you are.
Hey, thank you. Judge, I'm sorry. I was still in the breakout room listening to you through Madam Prosecutor's phone.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are we doing with your client?
She is already down there in the courthouse. She is making her way to G33. It's really hard to direct somebody there, but she's entering her plea today, right now.
Okay. All right. So I'll await her arrival.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam Prosecutor, this is Crail. Are you able to hear me?
Maybe she can hear you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Judge. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't interrupt something of yours.
No, we're just
okay. Madam Prosecutor, let me give you a telephone number. I would like you to call me right now. It's probably be faster.
Okay. I'm ready.
678 324 7883.
Okay, calling.
Thank you. Thank you.
and this Miss Royalston?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be with you, ma'am. Thank you. Do we have that paperwork?
Let me check. So the only thing I have is the MP order.
For which one?
Ms. Royalston? Position
Oh,
29?
I'm sorry, yes,
39?
39.
39?
39, I'm sorry.
I resent it. I resent the no cost and the. Oh, the attorney said he can't sign and he wants the judge to sign on him.
Is Miss Ralston there yet?
Yes, she is, Mr.
Okay.
Lewis.
Okay, beautiful. Your Honor, we received the document via DocuSign, but my client is physically located, and DocuSign won't let me sign in one place and she not sign and yet submit the document back. So I'm asking the court to affix my signature to this document once Ms. Ralston signs off.
Well, can't we, I'd prefer that, can we send a new copy? Since she's here with me, then she can sign while she's here. And if you're the first signature, then you should be able to sign on DocuSign. Can we resend the form to him on DocuSign?
I have it on DocuSign, but my paralegal is saying that the system is not allowing it to go back without her signature on there.
Oh, without your client's signature?
Yes.
Okay, so can't you sign for your client?
Yeah, Miss Ralston. May I sign your signature?
Come to the podium, Ms. Rolls. Okay, come on up to the podium, ma'am. And since she's here, if you go ahead and sign for her, I'll just get her to sign also, Mr. Lewis.
Oh, okay, great. Ms. Ralston, I'm going to, with your permission, I would like to put your signature on this document just so it will get back over to the court so we can get this concluded. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we'll get that. So you can have a seat right there for the moment.
Can you spell that?
Mr. McFarland,
Yes, Judge.
have you heard anything whatsoever from your lawyer as of yet?
I have. He said that he is still running from courtroom and just to sit tight, is what he told me.
Okay, well, this court is almost over. So we probably have maybe 30 minutes left. So if he's not here by the time court is over, we're gonna have to reschedule you, or I have court this afternoon. Possibly I can work you into that court session, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'll let him know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It has been sent, Judge, and we needed to put her initials in the appropriate spots as well in order to get the document to flow back to you.
Okay.
QR code.
Are we off the record, Your Honor?
No, everything's on the record, Mr. Lewis. It's also
Understood.
being live streamed on YouTube.
Thank you, sir.
You can't be more off the record.
I got it.
Or more on the record.
Did you all receive them back, the documents?
No.
Did you say no?
I was addressing Ms. Rosenhuber, Mr. Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but we have received them and we're printing them out as I speak.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Judge. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Rosenhuber.
For position number 38, Miss Rodriguez, she does qualify for our services. I have everything I need from her. We would just request another status calendar so that our office can request discovery.
Okay. Okay, so you know where the courtroom is now, Ms. Rodriguez. Okay, so well, I will reset you to the next available status calendar to give the PD's office enough time to gather information on your case, okay? All right, let's see, you have everything you need from her, Ms. Rosenhuber?
I do, Judge.
All right.
Send her an email as well. You have that too. Okay.
Have a good day, ma'am. Yes, you do the same.
Ms. Rosenhuber?
Yes, ma'am.
Did she received good notice, correct, to come today?
Oh, Ms.
Mi-
Rodriguez, did you get notice in the mail to come or do you need to update your address?
No, my address is fine. I lost my notification for your Zoom meeting, and so rather.
Okay.
Just making sure that you're everything good.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much. Have an amazing day.
What do you need?
For position number 6, we're going to.
Okay, great. Did you hear that? Okay.
Six? Oh, MP.
So, Mr.
Judge,
Lewis?
may I make an announcement?
Yes, Mr. Willingham, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to interject, and thank you for holding for my report. I've had several conflicts. I have Marshall McFarland, who's been patiently waiting on the call.
Yes, he has, been here. So, yes, what's the announcement, Mr. Willingham?
Judge, we just had an updated plea offer relayed to us yesterday by email, so I'd like a chance to speak to the solicitor about that. If we can perhaps set this over to the next calendar, I think it'll be a plea.
Okay, what do you need to speak with her about? I'm trying to get these cases moved. This is a 2021 case. Do you need to have negotiations with her? If that's the
Correct.
case, so can I just place you into a breakout room so you can get everything that you need this morning?
Yes, Judge, with the exception that I do have to step into court here in Cobb County and complete a plea as well. So,
Okay,
but I can certainly head into the breakout room now if I need to.
okay. So just let him speak with you regarding whatever it is that he needs. So can we place Mr. Willingham and Ms. Casadakis into a breakout room, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And while we're doing that, Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
I'm going to give your client the paperwork and have her go over it and just sign where you've signed for her, okay?
Yes, Judge. You're going to do a full colloquy for your plea so that she can articulate, because we placed her initials next to those lines as well.
Okay, so you'd like for me to go over the entire plea sheet with her?
Yes, please, Judge.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. So
Okay.
I'll get her to sign once I go over it with her.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll be with you as soon as Ms. Casadakis comes back, unless, are you able to take this plea, Ms. Githiea? No? This is position number,
Position 39, Your Honor. Yes.
Ms. Githier, are you aware that Ms. Casadakis null pros 3 of those charges?
I will check with her and I'll get back.
Very good. Thank you.
And Judge, did Miss Ware Hollins appear?
she did, I released her
Thank you.
and gave her the announcement.
I appreciate it, Judge.
So, Mr. Lewis,
Yes, sir.
going over the terms, I take it that your client cannot pay the $100 fine today?
She is able to pay the $100 fine today, Judge.
Okay, well, if she's able to pay the $100 fine today, then I don't see why this can't be balance suspended and that she not have to be on probation.
It is to be balance suspended, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
When we initially began the negotiations, we were not where we are. And so it sounds like you still got some portion of it, of the old negotiations in place. But yes, sir, she is to pay the $100 and she is out of there with this case closed.
Okay, so is that your understanding, Ms. Githia?
Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
would anybody have any objections to me? The paperwork now says 12 months probation to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days. It should say balance suspended, $100 fine.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Wilson, if you can come back up to the podium for me. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Ms. Githia.
State's recommendation is for no registration or title, 12 months to 70 days, credit for time served 3 days. Balance is $100 to pay $100 fine, and the balance is suspended upon completion. The remaining charges, which is the forgery and fourth degree, no insurance, and driving while license suspended or revoked, will be no cost. And does the offense stipulate to the facts being in ID?
I think
Could you hear me? I'm sorry.
Could you hear me?
I heard some of it, but I think what you asked is, do I stipulate to a factual basis for the plea? Is that right?
Correct. And
Yes,
I
I
stated
do.
we're only proceeding on the no registration.
I understood that. Thank you,
Okay.
Madam Prosecutor. Your Honor, would you, as a point of clarification, do you see that charge to be 40-2-8? The police officer wrote it in such a way that it could go either way. So I want to make sure you're looking at 40-2-8.
Nothing that I have in my hands indicate what statute this is going on under.
Judge, it should be under OCGA 40-2-8.
Okay, all I'm saying is like I don't have paperwork as far as the accusation. Are you talking about the accusation? Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Let's see, the accusation for the is 40-2-88.
There is no such thing, Your Honor. So we'd ask the court to fix that, because if they work with the nomenclature at DDS, that might put that thing under 40-2-76 or 15. So please, Your Honor, fix that in such a way so that it goes in as 40-2-8.
Let's get the A.
Which will make it a non-reporting.
Would you like to see the accusation?
Yes, I'm actually,
I have paper.
yes, I was trying to pull it up, but my system is really slow.
You want me to let her see the accusation?
If she wants to.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So where are we, Mr. Willingham?
Your Honor, thank you for allowing me to speak to the state. There was a discovery issue that we have now cleared up. I think the case is going to be a plea, but I need to review the piece of discovery that she's about to resend to me. So is there another plea date soon that we could have, just because I have so many conflicts today and he's already been waiting for so long? Is there a final plea date?
Okay, I will reset you to a final plea date on further notice. We don't have any dates at the present time. I'm sure it'll be in the next couple of months or so. Okay.
Okay, we'll be on the lookout. Thank you so much. May we be excused?
Yes, you all have a good day. Thank you for your patience
You
this morning,
too.
Mr.
Thank
Aquila.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yeah, the accusation will need to be amended to 40-2-8.
Are you able to do that, Ms. Githia, now?
The system.
You can do it manually.
Oh, I can't do it manually. Ms. Cassidakis can amend it manually.
Very good.
I didn't say that. If we amended the system wrong.
I don't have the number with me. I don't have the form with me.
That's the wrong.
Y'all are coming across the microphone.
Not 88.
I'm not amending it. Because you gotta do it manually.
Okay, so just let me know when you're ready to proceed. You can have a seat, ma'am.
I'm not amending it.
How do you do it manually?
I'm not sure. I've never done it manually before.
Okay, this will have to be done manually, after we leave court. Right now, I just don't have the capability of doing it.
Judge, I accept the lawyer's word that they're gonna make
Okay.
that amendment.
Okay.
We just need to make sure it doesn't get communicated or transmitted to anyone.
Okay, we'll make sure that we have the amended accusation before the paperwork is processed. Let's see. Anything further, Mr. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Royalston, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 001564C, you wish to plead guilty to no registration. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're hesitating. Is that something you need to speak with your lawyer about?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Lewis, she wants to speak back with you before she takes.
I'm calling her, Judge. I'm calling her
Okay.
right now on her phone.
All right, so you can step out, ma'am.
You want to get it, sir, so she know the total amount?
We're ready and she's returning, Your Honor.
There's no reason to be sorry, ma'am. If you, I want you to be fully informed, okay? So my question was to you, the first one was, it's my understanding that in case 20 CR 001564C, you wish to plead guilty to no registration.
Yes.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol this morning?
No.
Have you told your lawyer all the facts and circumstances regarding these charges?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the services and advice of your lawyer?
Yes.
Do you understand that by entering this plea of guilty, you are giving up the following rights: the right to the presumption of innocence,
Yes.
the right to a speedy and public trial by judge or jury,
Yes.
the right to see, hear, and cross-examine all witnesses called to testify against you,
Yes.
the right to compel production of evidence and the presence of witnesses in your favor,
Yes.
the right to the assistance of an attorney hired by you or court-appointed lawyer if you cannot afford an attorney,
Yes.
the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself,
Yes.
the right to make the state prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
Do you understand that the court may sentence you to the maximum punishment allowed by law, which is imprisonment for a total of 12 months and or $1,000 fine for a misdemeanor of the high and aggravated nature or both?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for entering this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to enter the plea?
No.
Do you understand that the state has promised to recommend a sentence of 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance suspended, and a $100 fine?
Yes.
Do you understand that the court does not have to accept the recommendation and can impose the maximum sentence, and that if the sentence is less favorable than that was recommended by the state, you have the right to withdraw your plea?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or threatened you to enter this plea?
No.
Do you understand that if you're currently on probation or that your probation may be revoked because of your plea to this charge?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, your immigration status may be affected because of your plea to this charge?
Yes.
Do you offer this plea freely and voluntarily with full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to sign Miss Ralston by your name there for me.
Okay.
Does she have a pen there?
Okay.
And did she actually serve 3 days, Mr. Lewis, for this?
It took her a while to get out. I don't know if she did all of 3 days, but she was in there for a minute.
Okay. Just right above her name, anywhere.
Judge, I'd also like to offer for the record that my client understands that she's got 6 months from today's date to challenge the voluntariness of her plea through the habeas corpus petition process. And she is aware of that and also hearing it right now as well.
I'm aware of what?
That your 6 months, if you thought that your plea was involuntary, that you got 6 months to challenge it through the habeas corpus process. It's not on his form. It's not on the court's form.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's see, I appreciate you all getting this done. The court is not going to accept this, the plea recommendation. I believe that 3 days in custody for a charge of no registration is enough time, so I'm not going to require that you pay a $100 fine. So 12 months to serve, 3 days, credit for time served, 3 days, balance suspended. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. I can leave.
And you can't, Judge, go ahead and tell her I was about to.
As far as I'm concerned, you're dismissed. Mr. Prout, Mr. Lewis, you have anything further?
Nothing, Your Honor. May I
All
be
right.
excused
Have a
also?
good day. Have a
You
good
too.
day, ma'am.
You can get that back. Do you want a copy of the disposition, or you want to just send it to your attorney?
Just send it to me, please. I'll get it there.
Oh, okay. He said
Okay.
just submit it to him and he'll get one to you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, Mr. Lewis.
You too.
Okay. Okay. It appears to me that we've covered everyone. Is anyone left for us to?
My only other announcement, Judge, is position 34. I attempted to email and call him over the last couple of days, and that number's not in service. I believe this was a transfer case. I'd ask for a show cause calendar, given the Odyssey issues.
I'll place Mr. Pilcher, position number 34 on the next show cause calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Bolton, as you go down, if you don't, for those that did not show at all, they will be bench warrants.
Okay. I just need position 50. Did they show?
No.
Yeah, okay. Position 1, bench 1, okay. All right, can everyone hear me on Zoom? Can you hear me on Zoom? Ms. Helen? Okay.
Ms. Helen, are you with us? I know she likes to be here for the call of the.
Yeah, because,
I'll text her.
thank you, Ms. Rosen Hoover.
You are welcome.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we're about to go over the calendar. Just wanted to make sure
Thank
you were.
you. I definitely want to be present.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Probably not.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay. Okay, so ORCA Status Conference, February 8th, 2024, 9:00 a.m. Position 1, bench warrant. Position 2, reset final plea. Position 3, reset motions. Position 4, bench warrants. Position 5, reset final plea. Position 6, no pros. Position 7, reset status. Position 8, bench warrant. Position 9, reset motions. Position 10, jury trial demand. Position 11, reset final plea. Position 12, reset status. Position 13, jury trial demand. Position 14, jury trial demand. Position 15, bench warrants. Position 16, no pros. Position 17, no pros. Position 18, reset final plea. For diversion update. Position 19, bench warrants. Position 20, reset motions. Position 21, bench warrant. Position 22, reset motions. Position 23, reset status. Ooh. Who was Jeremiah Lee? That was a no pros.
That was, no. Jeremiah Lee was further notice jury trial.
Okay, jury trial, thank you. Position 24, jury trial demand, thank you. Position 25, reset motions. Position 26. Bench warrant.
That was Miss Shelley's case.
Yes.
20, do you mean 27, April
26.
Marshall?
Okay.
I don't know why I had, okay, you said
Yes.
motions for which case though?
25.
Apologize. Okay.
Yes,
Bench
no,
warrant,
thank you. Position 26 was a bench warrant. Position 27, reset status. Position 28, bench warrants. Position 29, reset final plea. Position 30, reset status. Position 31 was a bench warrant. Position 32, reset final plea. Position 33 was a plea. Position 34, reset show cause. Position 35, reset final plea. Position 36, reset status. Position 37, reset final plea. Position 38, reset status. Position 39 was a plea. Position 40, reset status. Position 41, reset final plea. Position 42, reset motions. Position 43, bench warrants. Position 44, bench warrants. Position 45, bench warrant. Position 46 and 47 were no pros on December 27th, 2023. Position 48, reset motion. Position 49, reset final plea. And position 50 was a bench warrant. Any comments, questions, concerns, corrections?
Can you give position 41 again, please?
Yes. Position 41, I have reset final plea.
Thank you.
Ms. Helen, any questions?
Nope, got all of that. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We'll see you all this afternoon. Have a
See you
good
in an
lunch.
hour and a half.